I didn't realize that video clips of this conversation was gonna come back to the show.
Coming up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show.
Karma is real, and that was her karma.
Learn from karma. You are the moment of ass busting.
Clearly, we're seeing who her character is and who she isn't. I don't want any part of it.
Why you inserted yourself.
Shade, fun shade. No,
Secretly, now that's a snake.
You're a snake. Just go slither away.
I was witnessing a collusion with you guys.
No.
You hear that word on CNN? Like, what?
Okay,
What's your career?
Same for your husband does.
Oh, now you want to bring my husband, but I have one.
We're both in technology.
I have no idea what Ralph does.
He's an executive.
True, you sounded like you don't know either.
No. That's a word.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta after show starts right now.
Kenya, Courtney has her own theory about what caused your fall.
I'm like, what do you want me to do, fight you?
Learn from karma.
I am the moment.
No, you aren't. You are the moment of ass busting because of your funky energy.
Excuse me, do y'all hear this? What is this?
Talking to Courtney, I did not like how she was posturing.
The universe has a strange way of forcing things sometimes when it's necessary. It is, guys. You don't believe that? It's a thing called karma that I believe in, and I'm just, what?
Do you think for following
I
was karma?
didn't say that.
No, I'm
I
asking.
believe in karma. I don't know. I'm not God.
Was that just like a stretcher? Is that a medical person?
Something dramatic.
I think that was a moment for everybody. I don't care if you have an issue with Kenya or not. You want to make sure she's okay.
Who fell?
And for her to say like that karma, it was her karma, I didn't like it at all.
That was your cousin, child.
It's fake cousin. Not been verified still. But I just was like, yeah, even if you are my cousin, I don't think that's how we should be towards anybody that gets hurt.
She has known me for 2 minutes, and you are just upset because I was truthful to you and I asked you to stop doing something that bothered me.
I need you to keep your hands to yourself. I know you're touchy, but we're not there yet.
I didn't touch you.
No, you did 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would like you not to do that. That's all.
So you couple that with her being best friends with Marlo, and this is what you get.
You weren't there. You busted your ass. You were in the hospital. Do y'all hear this?
Y'all are a freaking embarrassment.
I'm 100% behind Courtney on that. I'm sorry. I know they were like, oh, that wasn't nice to say, but karma is real, and that was her karma. That comes back around. Didn't I have heels on that day? I know some of us had heels on, getting to that bus in the rain. You had on slides and fell? Come on.
You know, when I hit that floor, when I hit that ground, that cement ground, my legs up in the air and I fell down on my tailbone, there was a time when I was down there that I didn't think I could get up. And you tell me that's my karma because I told you to stop hitting my hand?
I mean, I know
think
you guys ain't gonna
this is
agree
the
with
thing.
me.
When Courtney said it to me too, I felt like it was her karma. I understood where she was coming from.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the ambulance.
Yes, of course.
This is the second trip where there was like
The
an
second
ambulance.
trip where
They had to-
Kenya gets rolled out on stretcher.
And I didn't think it was the worst thing ever until when I heard Kenya like, that's the like why would you say that? I was like, oh, I guess it can feel to the person like really negative, you know what I mean? But this is the thing. I think a lot of times we have to evaluate people's intentions as well. And I don't think Courtney's intention was to say she wanted her to fall, she was happy she fell.
She just
You know what I
felt it
mean?
was
So
karma.
I already said Kenya does give off mean girl energy a lot, but I don't know. I think that karma is tricky because people are gonna be like, well, what's your karma? Because we all do, things that's like questionable. But I just don't think Courtney's intentions were bad when she said it.
No, I don't think they
I
were
feel
at
like
all.
Kenya made it
I don't
such
think so
a
at
big deal.
You said what you said, and what you said was some bullshit.
I said I hope you were okay.
No, you didn't.
And
Okay, Courtney, I'm done with you. I was like, oh,
She
poor
was
Courtney
gonna
again.
blow it up as always.
Yeah.
I don't think she meant that way.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're seeing who her character is and who she isn't. I don't want any part of it.
So there was a night in Portugal where the cameras went down and the Bolo Night comes up.
Dun, dun, dun.
They are reminiscing on the Bolo Night. Then I hear them say, well, Drew made out with LaToya.
She was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, yes, you did. It always comes up all the time about if anybody ever done anything girl on girl, whatever. I didn't realize that video clips of this conversation was gonna come back to the show.
I even was texting Toya, who they were saying that she kissed. I videotaped her saying she wasn't and sent to Toya, because I'm like, what the hell? Is this girl lying?
I thought we was having a conversation or debate between ourselves that we was having between ourselves. You had said no or something.
Remember at the table at the brunch that Ralph had done for us? Remember we had went around the room and they were like, who kissed the girl? And everybody was like, then when Drew wasn't paying attention, and then when it came to you, Drew was like, so you ain't kissed a girl? She asked you twice.
Talking about me?
Yes, she asked you twice. So then it came to me, I was like, no, I've never kissed a girl. We go around, Kandi, of course, said yes. And then Drew said no. So then Kandi looked at her like,
girl.
Oh, she did? Yes, I was sitting right next to Kandi. Then she said to me, I'm gonna let her slide. And that was that, right?
She said that to you?
Yes!
Kandi said, I'm gonna let her slide.
The plot thickens.
So when we were talking that night and it came up again, and I was like, I said, of course, I'm the only one who admits that I have ever done anything.
And it came up again, and I was like, I was surprised Drew said she didn't kiss a girl because she looked like she was gonna say yes. And she was like, now Drew, you know you kissed LaToya.
I was just like, yeah, because you kissed LaToya. And I didn't think that was going to turn into an all-out argument between you and I, but it did.
And it did.
Now y'all know I'm not gonna sit here and lie on nobody.
You are not saying before you lie.
That ain't gonna happen.
I felt like Kandi was so vested in proving that Drew, she called Shamia, she started calling God.
Cynthia, she called Cynthia, she called everybody.
Herself.
Kandi does not lie. That is one thing that is a trigger for her.
She was getting clear from
They were getting, at that point, I'm believing Kandi, because the way Kandi go, I'm like, okay, Kandi.
Me too.
I'm thinking she definitely saw it. Then Drew was like, y'all, I put on my kids, y'all. I never kissed her. After what I saw that night, did it? And I'm like,
I went to believe
Drew.
Listen, a lot happened in South Carolina. The girls had gone wild.
Drew, you are that bitch.
And there was a kiss. From my perspective, there was definitely a kiss. Who cares anymore? Like, I don't really think people care about being a hoe. I don't think people care about what you do. I just think people care about you being honest about it. And see, you gonna make me be a snitch again. Woo, child, y'all get me into some trouble.
But it didn't happen. So.
We're gonna agree to disagree on this, because we're not gonna argue all over again.
I really just didn't want to talk about it no more, but of course here we are.
Your holistic doctor suggested that you find a witch to cast a spell to help cure
No, not my holistic doctor.
Which doctor? Which doctor?
It was Dr. Kenya had mentioned to me.
So I went to see a new doctor, and I'm telling her about fibroids and things like that. And she was like, do you know any witches? And I was like,
I know a couple of bitches, but I don't know no witches.
she said there's possibly
A spell.
You know it.
No.
Kenya.
Listen. So Kenya refers me to this doctor.
Yeah.
And when I go to the doctor, it was kind of weird or whatever, because she started talking to me. This is my first time meeting her. And she starts talking about witches. She was like, that she, that is a witch among, around me. And that she knows who the witch is, but she could, she could not tell me, who it was, or she did not want to tell me who it was. But she definitely told me that some of the things that, like even for my fibroids, that, I'm doing the right thing, and there's no way or reason why it's not working. Yeah, so she's like, it's a witch in the group, and somebody put a spell on you. I'm like, what?
Look over where Marlo is. That's all you need to do. We got a witch and a bitch all in one right there. There you go. A witch bitch.
So let's process of elimination. It ain't me and Marlo. We ain't put no spell on you. So
who put a spell on my little?
Who referred?
My little cooch. Who did that?
But
who
wait,
put a spell? So I wonder, you know what? Remember when we had a little coochie thing when you did it?
Oh, they put the spell on you when you were supposed to get rid of the stuff.
That's when you had that
and
coochie bag.
And Kenya pretended she was drunk running around. Not to your baby daddy. Ooh, it was all a setup. She was acting like she was drunk, so we gonna put it on her.
Kenya to come
but
with
she
the
done
bullshit.
put something in this little smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, girl.
Why me?